Hi and welcome to another Rapid Global webinar. Today we're going to look at Rapid Induct and Rapid Contractor Management. Rapid Global does a whole variety of products, mainly surrounding OH&S or health and safety and compliance. But we also service clients across the globe, so whilst we have offices in Australia and also in the United Kingdom, we're able to service clients on every continent around the globe. To date, we've processed over nearly 1 million inductees through our training system, and you can see there the growth year by year as our system continues to grow. The systems are proven and tested by companies that you're seeing in front of you now, companies such as McDonald's and Nestle and British Gypsum, Kraft, Schweppes, Ford, are all using our systems in varying degrees and getting the benefits that come along with those. So hopefully today in the webinar we'll be able to show you exactly what those benefits are, and you'll be able to see too why Rapid Global is able to help you with your health and safety and compliance needs. So today we're going to look firstly at the online induction and training solution, which is Rapid Induct. And then secondly, as I said, we'll look at the contractor management and how that fits within Rapid Induct. So let's look at the features overall. What we're seeing here first, I will show you the inductee side, what the actual courses themselves look like. And after we've seen the course itself, we'll actually look at how that can actually be managed in terms of controlling the content within courses. So Rapid Induct is one of those systems that allows you to build your courses online, and so you can import your courses in there, or we can do it for you. And then you can deliver those courses over the web to any of your people, whether it's your employees or whether you're contractors. But I'm probably mainly going to talk today about how it sort of relates to contractors, and you'll see the examples of that. So the screens themselves are very simple in the way that they're laid out. Simply at the bottom you can see there's a next button and a previous button, so that the people who are using it find it very easy to navigate. We go to the next screen, you can see that the pages can be made up of any layout version. It includes video and images, and it can even include Flash. So it can be very much a multimedia presentation. And each course is made up of a series of modules, and within those modules you see the pages like we just saw a couple of examples just before. Now, at the end of a module, you can ask the trainee some questions, so you can present them with basically a questionnaire. This questionnaire within Rapid Induct is one of the unique elements of the system. It actually it asks questions in a very unique way in terms of the fact that and we'll walk through exactly what that uniqueness is. But this questioning aspect is the thing that gives you the strong audit trail. So here's an example of a question being asked, and this one is a multiple choice question. Let's say, for instance, if they got the question wrong, what the system will do is it will tell them it's incorrect, as you can see here, and it will take them back to the page where the information is contained. And you'll see down the bottom, the only choice they have is to go back to the question. But when they return to the question, it's a different question based on the same subject. So that's really an important thing, because it means that they can't actually get through the course unless they actually know the subject and they can actually demonstrate that they have that knowledge. So once they've done all the modules in the course, then at the end they'll get a induction certificate. That induction certificate contains firstly the questions and the answers that they gave. Second, it's also got an accuracy and difficulty report. So it will tell you how many attempts they took, and it actually gives them a score based on that. And thirdly, there's an acknowledgement section, so they can sign off on it, so they've personally read and understood it. And there's also a temporary induction license, I suppose, that you could use and cut it out and laminate it. Some clients do that. Or we have card printing services where we actually can print those plastic ID cards as well. So, or you could use your own printer to print those cards through the system. So there's lots of different options in regards to how you configure these certificates, and they're actually configured by you. We help you work that out, but it's basically all the switches are there for you to be able to turn parts of those certificates on or off for your inductees. So the courses themselves, you can put any course in Rapid Induct. It doesn't necessarily have to be an induction. It could be site-specific courses. It could be safe operating procedures, and you can even manage external training management events. So, for instance, like sending someone out to first aid training. So given that, we can do all that. Let's look at how content is controlled within Rapid Induct. So in Rapid Induct, when you open a course, you'll see it has the actual module names. So here's the modules here. And within that module is the pages for that particular module. So for instance, on this second module of general safety, there is a behavioural safety page. And here you can see is the content here. If you want to edit the content, you simply click the text and then word style editor will come up. If you want to change the image, you simply click the image and you can add multiple images. If you put multiple images there, they'll automatically fade and appear over the top of each other. So it looks very, very neat for the user. There's also a library of pre-written content that Rapid Induct comes with. So we provide you with over 100 different pre-made, ready-made pages, and this is one of those types of pages where the content is already written. You can simply drag it from the library, drag it into a course. Now, the important thing with any system that allows you to control content is the fact that you need to be able to understand what version a person has completed when they complete their course. So in Rapid Induct, it automatically does version control for you. It will automatically track which version the person has done, and it saves all the previous versions away so that you can always go back and look at that at a later date and check that against what the actual the course of that inductee or trainee has completed. One of the important parts, another important part of Rapid Induct is the flexible training matrix. Now, I'll just explain how this training matrix works. Up the top is all the personnel types. So we're basically setting the personnel types against all the courses down the left-hand side here. So you can have as many courses as you want in Rapid Induct, and you can set as many personnel types as you like. And then what you do is you'll simply click one of these areas and it will go blue, and that means that electrical staff must do the contractor induction and the electrical safety and any other course that you click. So if we look at what it's like when you actually assign a course, you can see there we're assigning a course to a new inductee. The personnel type is electrical staff, and automatically those courses are populated saying in what priority they must be done, how often they need to be done, so that sets the reminders and starts the tracking for those people. And we even can actually load up documents that we can request documents from the actual trainee so that they can upload those documents and we can store them in the system. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. I mentioned before that we can also do external training events. So, for instance, first aid training is one of those typical things that needs to be done. It can't be done online, so it needs to be done at an external event, as an external event. So here's how you simply add the training event in Rapid Induct. You'll specify the name and where it's going to be held, and whether the actual inductee needs to upload the certificate at the end. Now, of course, once they come back, you can actually upload their certificate and put it in there, and also track when they need to go and do that particular course again. So it's very, very powerful way of being able to control those, and you can report on that, of course. Now, also one of the important ways of when you've got multiple sites is the ability for you to have second-level administrators logging into the system. Now, as you can understand, we're looking at the back end of the system. This is not what the normal trainee would see. This is what the administrators would see. And your root administrator, the person who's managing the Rapid Induct account, within your business would simply go in and specify, say, Pam Jones here in the London head office as a second level administrator. They'd set her permissions, and then you can see there they can actually, there's about 43 different types of things you could turn off or on for second level administrators, so you can actually have them just say view inductee details, like in this case, and they can see inductees from all locations. So a very powerful tool which our clients use on a constant basis. Now we're just going to look at some dashboard statistics and also the immediate search and find and real-time reporting that's available within Rapid Induct. So let's look at reporting. When you do a search and find inside Rapid Induct, it comes up and it can show you the person's name. If they've loaded up an image of themselves, it shows up in there as well. Shows you the documents they've loaded, any forms that they've completed that you might have requested, the courses that they've completed, what's been expired and whatnot. So it's very detailed, and you can actually do some things based in here, like give them another course out of it again, or add a new course, or add an external training event directly from here as well. You can also deactivate them. So that means, you know, if someone's not working for you anymore, you can simply go in there and deactivate them so that they're not coming up in your reports. The system will actually, and when it comes to reporting, will actually deliver reports like you're seeing here. The Excel sheet that you saw at the background is a system-generated one that fills in all the colours for you, tells you who's done what course when, who needs to do a course soon. It's coming up in orange or it's coming up in red to say they've expired and they've passed their due date. And then you can also run these types of reports, which are dynamic reports, which you can then hover over and actually do things directly from the actual report itself. So it's a very powerful way of running reports, and of course you can export them to Excel or even PDF if you want to. Now let's look at how contractors are managed within Rapid Induct and how we collect and track documents, and we do verification of those documents in the system through the Manage Contractors function. Within Rapid Induct, there's the ability to be able to store documents or request documents. So here we're looking at the Manage Requests section, where we've got a driver's license, electrical license, public liability insurance. These are all document requests that we've set up. And when you set up, for instance, public liability, you would simply do something like this. You would type in the name, you would type in whether it's a company type of document or whether it's an individual type of document, whether you're going to request it from everybody, so on and so forth. So there's a whole lot of different settings that you can set, and then once you've done that, then you can start to put them against a particular company, start inviting companies to provide those documents to you. This gives you an idea about what you see. If you've got the system running, you see the statistics about what's actually occurring at the present minute, how many compliant contractors you have, how many non-compliant, how many you've suspended, the documents you've collected, how many you have to verify, or even the inductees that you have in your system. And what I'm going to do right now is actually just log into the actual system itself. Let's have a look at exactly what that's like in real time. So when you're seeing a number there, they're all clickable. So you can actually click it and see exactly who's there. If we look at, say, Otis Elevators here, you can see we have an address and some details for them. We can see that their status is active, and we can have a look at the documents that they provided to us. We can see, oh, we've got 3 documents we verified. What are those documents? Oh, public liability insurance. Let's have a look at that, and it will open up and show us the particular document. As we load it up now, and there it is there. So the system will store these documents. You can have a look at them exactly, and then you can process those documents. So you can see here the expiry date has been entered for that particular document. The system is tracking that document 30 days out from that document expiring. It'll send an email to the contracting company saying your public liability insurance is about to run out. You will need to upload a new one. It will provide them a link. They simply follow that link and go and upload it onto the system. And then you're alerted by an email telling you that Otis Elevators has just loaded up their new public liability insurance. You simply go into the system and you can go verify to check that the date of expiry is matching the date that they've put on the system. And once you verify it, then their status goes green, and that document is now being tracked until its next expiry date. So there is a whole wide variety of ways of being able to track that. You can see lots of different companies and go through exactly what they are. Plus also you can search for them just by typing in a bit of their name, and also then categorise them and have it by location so that you can actually say, well, I just want to see these types of contractors or this location's contractors. Okay, let's head back to the actual PowerPoint. So, as I mentioned, once a document actually expires, you can actually, or is about to expire, the contractor would receive an email similar to this. Your following documents are about to expire. This is the document. Please click the link below to be able to load up the new document. And it actually gets given to them 30 days out from that document expiring, 14 days, 7 days, and then every day from 7 days through to expiry. And at that expiry point, you'll get an email saying this contractor has now become non-compliant. They will automatically be scheduled as being their status will be non-compliant in the system, and they will get an email telling them that they're non-compliant as well. So it's a very much a gatekeeper for you to ensure that all your contractors are compliant at the present time. Now, with everything that we do, we have a highly experienced support team who actually backs it up in terms of getting you implemented, setting the system up for you, guiding you through, helping you. We'll actually, if you have courses already that you already have and you don't have time to put them in, we can do that. We help you set up all those personnel types and align them to the courses, and so that we can give you the best possible way of being able to deliver this experience that we have surrounding how best to use the system. And we provide you with unlimited telephone support, so you can ring us at any stage, doesn't cost you any extra. There is unlimited web conference training, so if you have a second level administrator who leaves and you need another one come in, just ring us up and we'll actually schedule a web conference so that we can train them on how to use the system. And our system is fully hosted and fully secure. That's one of the most important aspects about our system, is its security. And we're just going to talk a little bit about that through what we do through implementation. At Rapid Induct, we have a dedicated help desk and technical team of over 20 staff. So those people are there for you to call with any issues whatsoever. And in fact, the inductees, when they're actually going through the system, if they have any problem whatsoever, they can ring our help desk. Our Director of Operations, Parry, is shown there, together with Nia, our Director of Client Services, and Bev, our Manager for Client Implementations. You can see there's a short picture. There's a few extra girls actually there now. And our technical team, you can see there as well. When we actually go through and do set out an implementation, we like to schedule in and project manage exactly what days we're going to be doing certain things. And we'll provide you that with a very clear and concise client project implementation schedule. And we schedule out all the tasks that need to be done, and we go through, and such as branding tasks, branding the system to your needs, doing the course content, doing the training, so on and so forth. And as I mentioned, there's absolutely unlimited web conference training for administrators and unlimited support for inductees to be able to get them through any sort of problem that they're having with using the system. And as I said, we've processed nearly 1 million inductees to date, so we find that we only really get calls from 2 to 3% of inductees, but then when those people need help, we're there to help them. We have because the application is completely online, it is securely housed in a world-class data centre in Australia, and that's connected to the internet through Tier 1 backbone. So it means that it doesn't matter where in the world you are, you will experience lightning speed in terms of the way that the system works, as if it was hosted in your country. And our data centre is highly secure with biometric control for a 3-stage entry, and highly monitored for the data that we control. And we tightly back up our data under stringent rules. And we can provide you with an IT document that explains all those elements. Having said that, we've had a 99.9% uptime over the last 5 years, so it's a very, very secure and reliable service. So look, I've just very much touched the surface today in today's webinar. I didn't want to take ages in showing you every single element. We'd encourage you to, now that you've seen a little bit about how the system works, and there's a whole lot of other things that we could show you, but what we thought the best way is for you just to simply get on the phone and give us a call, or sign up for the free demo and talk to us today about how we can help you find a better way.